Now to this, a wide variety of butterflies that you can see up close.
You can check them out at the Cox Arboretum. Rhonda Moore takes us inside the butterfly house.
Good morning. The Butterfly House has been open for 16 years, and joining me now to talk about it is Russ Edgington with Cox Arboretum. So you guys get a lot of visitors here each year.
We do, actually. We'll actually have between 40 and 50,000 visitors that show up between the first week in July through August. And we're kind of unique because we have what we call a native butterfly house. You can go to a lot of places around the country where they actually purchase butterflies and bring them in from the Amazon and all over the world. The butterflies that we have here, these are all butterflies that are native to Ohio, and everybody's probably familiar with the monarch butterfly, but we have quite a few numbers of different species of butterflies here in the house. We're here today, it's just in the 60s, and temperature is really important to butterflies. They're cold-blooded animals, so they actually thrive in temperatures in the 90s. So today, the butterflies are kind of hard to find because they're kind of like resting because their body temperatures aren't warm enough to fly. But the volunteers are here to point out some of the butterflies that are maybe hiding so that each time a visitor comes here, they at least get some type of valuable experience.
Is this place for kids, for adults, or for everyone?
It's for everybody. The children, of course, are very excited about butterflies. They like to see the caterpillars. They're really thrilled to see the eggs on the underside of the leaves. But, beyond just the children, we have adults that come back year after year because, butterflies are kind of mystical creatures and people like them.
All right. Well, if you want to check out the Butterfly House, it is open through August 29th from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. here at Cox Arboretum on Springboro Pike in Miami Township. And coming up at 8:05, we'll talk about the life cycle of the butterfly. Back to you guys.
Well, hey, you can see butterflies and moths in all stages of metamorphosis.
That's right. Rhonda Moore takes us inside the Butterfly House at the Cox Arboretum for a fascinating look.
Good morning. I'm in the Butterfly House, and right now I'm looking at the pipevine swallowtail caterpillar. Take a look at that and the beautiful color. And joining me now is Russ Edgington with Cox Arboretum to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. All right, so what stage is this caterpillar in?
Well, that would be, we'll call it stage 2. All of the caterpillars start out as an egg, and they're usually laid on a specific host species. This one's called the pipevine swallowtail because the butterflies lay their eggs on the pipevine. So the eggs will hatch out into a caterpillar, and then the caterpillars will eat on the leaves until they reach maturity, and then they go into a chrysalis stage, and they basically peel their skin off, basically kind of look like a mummy or something hanging upside down on a leaf, and then eventually the butterfly will mature and metamorphosis will take place, and then your butterfly will emerge.
And how long does this whole process take?
With something like the pipevine, just a couple of weeks. It would take longer for the Cecropia moth or some of the larger species. Butterflies and moths are very weather dependent. We've had a very unfriendly season so far for butterflies and moths because of the cool temperatures and the rain. If you can imagine, as an example, a monarch butterfly, those butterflies weigh less than a paperclip. So if you can imagine flying around weighing less than a paperclip during a thunderstorm, so any butterflies that are either in the house or out on the grounds are probably hidden under a branch or a leaf for protection.
So if you want to check out the Butterfly House, it is open through August 29th from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. here at Cox Arboretum on Springboro Pike in Miami Township. And coming up, what Cox Arboretum is doing to protect the butterfly population. Back to you guys.
They're one of nature's most beautiful creatures, but their habitats are threatened.
And now one local park is trying to keep butterflies flying. Rhonda Moore shows us what they're doing at Cox Arboretum.
Good morning. I am at Conservation Corner, and this is a prime habitat for the butterfly. And joining me now to explain what that means is Russ Edgington with Cox Arboretum. All right, so what is this?
Well, we're standing in a 13-acre prairie that was planted here at Cox Arboretum. One of the problems that we're seeing with butterflies is a loss of habitat. And we were in the butterfly house, we saw the caterpillars, and we learned a little bit about the life cycle. And this is really where everything kind of comes together, because as an adult butterfly, you need nectar sources. It's a sugary substance that the butterflies eat, and that's what they survive on. This plant is called Queen Anne's lace, or commonly known as wild carrot. We have purple coneflower, a plant that I really like is wild bergamot, also known as bee balm. This is the plant that is where they actually get that distinctive flavor of Earl Grey tea, and if you smell it, it actually has the perfume or the flavor of the Earl Grey tea. Most people are familiar with the monarch butterfly. Those are a migratory butterfly. They actually migrate all the way to Mexico. One of the reasons why they're in decline is that there are not enough habitats like this along their route. So when they actually get to Mexico, many of them are actually starving. They don't survive to make the return trip. It's valuable habitat not just for butterflies, but for numerous species of birds and other insects, which are important to us. In the Zorniger Visitor Center here at Cox Arboretum, visitors are encouraged to stop in and pick up packages of seeds that they can establish their own butterfly habitat in their yard at home.
Now, if you want to check out the Butterfly House, it's open through August 29th from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. here at Cox Arboretum. Come out, you'll learn a lot. Back to you guys.